1.5.
You have size 2.5.
How'd you stay upright? Let's talk about your wild days, though.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd walk out on stage sometimes and I'd be like, I don't even know how to pronounce words.
So we're Her Sound, a Manchester-based student-led podcast. The main premise of our podcast was to give ourselves a platform as women in music, coming into the industry, and try and use that to bring up others around us.
Yeah.
So we've got loads of different questions based on all sorts of different things. So
Cool.
We'll start with uni because we're currently at uni. We're in our final year.
Oh, nice.
Literally just started back this week. You guys met at uni.
We did.
Yeah. Can you talk us through your uni experience? Where did you go? What did you study? That kind of thing.
We went to BIM, which is around the corner from here.
Yeah.
3 years there. I studied songwriting, Kira studied drums. What it's good for is actually meeting people who love music like yourselves.
Yeah.
And are willing to commit to a career in music.
Yeah.
I think it's good for people to meet there and to start the first paths of their career. I do think it's quite beneficial for that.
Where did you guys grow up or come from before to did you move to Manchester as a big city, or were you from big cities?
I'm from Preston,
Okay.
which is 30 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out of Preston, but I didn't want to move too far away from my home, and I wanted to stay up north. I looked at the BIM in Brighton, but I wasn't into that, weirdly, because I'm gay. But I don't know, Manchester's such a cool place. I love it. Every time I come back here, I'm just it's so nice. And I love the fashion. It's not as crazy as London. London's just, blows your fucking mind.
Yeah.
we say that a lot about the Manchester music scene, how London's just so massive and there's so much going on, everything, and there's something quite, even though obviously it is still massive here, there's something quite more community based, the Manchester music scene that we just love.
Yeah, definitely. And you're from a little village, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
near Harry Styles.
Yeah.
What, Cheshire kind of area?
Yeah. My parents live in Holmes Chapel at the minute, and there's a Harry Styles tour.
Yeah.
There is. There's I think he might have done a music video there, an arch, and everyone writes on it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I didn't know, but they always go there, and I didn't know that he did something there.
Yeah, I think that must be part of the tour.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because if you would have moved from kind of Cheshire area to Manchester, I think going to uni it facilitates kind of the start of your career, because I'm from a really really small town south of Oxford, so if I didn't move here to start in music, I wouldn't have been able to start music, do business and stuff, because it just doesn't exist down where I'm from, really.
What do you think of the north?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I do love it.
I'm from London.
Oh, you're both southern guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, but we both decided, because for me, when I was going, I knew I wanted to go to music uni, and I was well, London's the obvious choice just to stay there.
Yeah.
But I thought that I sort of didn't know where to start, and then I was looking at Manchester, and I was Manchester's obviously known for its music scene, and it's that's what Manchester is, and it was just the obvious choice to come here, and I love it.
Wicked, that's good.
Did you guys always know that you wanted to do music, or was there something that you wanted to do before?
For me, I knew as soon as I came out of the womb.
Not initially. I was really into sports, and I was really good at sports, running, football.
Yeah.
So I always thought I was going to do that, and then I injured myself and had to have this big operation, put metal in my spine and all this, and I was kind of bedridden for 1.5 years, and that's when I started to pick up the guitar, because my dad plays guitar, and then that's when I fell in love with music. And I also couldn't really do sports anymore, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder where you'd be now. You'd be a little footballer or something.
I'd be so much taller as well.
Yeah, they were supposed to be 6 foot or something.
Well, my legs and my arms are really long, but when I injured my back, it stopped growing because they put metal work around my spine. So I've got a tiny little torso.
No, she's...
That's what I look like. Fucking what's that Monsters Inc. character?
No, you don't.
The little green one.
No.
With the
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
You don't.
I do. I have
Wazowski.
really long legs, but to be honest, I think it works sometimes. The really long legs, but people think I'm massive. But I'm only 5'2". I just wear heels.
Slender,
But I was meant to be a lot taller. Like my brother's over 6 foot.
But you were walking around with a broken back for a long time.
Yeah, it was in quite a lot of pain, to be fair.
It's crazy.
Well, we were going to actually say, if you weren't musicians, what do you think each of you would be doing professionally? But you have to pick for each other.
Oh, okay.
For each other?
What the fuck are you going to say?
What are you going to do? Oh, God.
I don't know what y'all going to say. Don't be cool.
Comedian.
A comedian?
Yeah, I do think Kira's really funny. I would buy a ticket to see you.
Oh, God.
I would, seriously.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
get a few Jamesons down here. And
Yeah.
You put on a
Yeah.
show. Definitely.
Couple drinks.
What would you be? I feel like you'd go into like modeling or something.
Modeling?
No,
I'm not.
Come on, look at you.
I'm not good enough to be a model.
I think you would.
No.
Believe in yourself.
Well, I feel very honoured that you would pick that, but I don't think I'm cute
Come on,
enough
she
to
could.
be a
Yeah,
I think so.
well, that's nice.
So how did you guys like come together as a band? Were you, because obviously if you're in songwriting and you're in drums, you wouldn't have been in the same classes. How did you guys meet? And
Wow. I was thinking about this today.
Well, it's Facebook messaged you, didn't it?
Yeah, I had this slid in my DMs
I did.
on Facebook.
Well, there was this like page for students,
Who were
and
going to BIM.
they were going to BIM,
Yeah.
and I looked at it and I was like, "Fuck's sake, it's all just men,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or just like emo boys." And emo boys love me, but I don't love them.
They do. Oh my God, they do.
I was like, I don't want to message any of them because I'll get the wrong idea. And then I saw Kira and was like, oh, thank God, a breath of fresh air. And then started DMing each other, and then we met up at Freshers. And then Kira was playing drums for some of my solo stuff.
Yeah.
And then I guess we just decided to make it a band.
We did. I got you in the end.
I didn't want to do a band initially.
Well, we just started writing together because we lived so close. Like,
Yeah.
you know, up there, like Student Village and
Oh yeah,
That's what
we lived in
Oh,
Student
no, it was
Village.
in
That's
Yeah.
where we.
Yeah.
That's the corner.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it used to be a prison.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
did.
why.
It actually
And that's
used to
why
be.
the bar in
Yeah.
the middle is called the courtyard, and like the root of it's like a big like corridors, like a square, isn't it?
Oh,
Is
And
that
then like
bar?
the courtyard's in the middle.
I was
Pardon?
just
Is that a bar?
joking.
Yeah, it is still a bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some things never change, do they? I bet those rooms still look depressing as hell.
Yeah, they are like really dark, and we were in like the refurbished bit, so we
it's
had like
actually-
a
it's
really
actually
nice flat.
Yeah.
But the
that's
rest
so
of it is
much
quite
better.
like dark and dingy.
Yeah, mine
and-
was like a cell.
yeah,
Prison cell.
yeah.
No,
I
it's
didn't
all
have to
that,
suffer through that, did I?
No, you went to the bougie
Parkway
place. Yeah. I came to your place and was like, fuck's sake, why
I'm
am I
gonna live
not
here.
the prison cell?
Yeah, but we spent most of our time at that place, didn't we? Because we read
Yeah.
so much. in it.
Yeah. And then we just, we decided to make it a band. Kira convinced me, basically.
And then did you get like the other members in from BIM as well?
Well, Hugo did kind of go, but I think he only went to 3 lessons.
Yeah.
And dropped out immediately because we got signed to Hit and then we started going on tour. So he was enrolled at BIM, but he never actually went to BIM.
We kind of met him
We-
through Facebook too.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Because we needed another guitarist.
And we put it up online, and then I just had a good feeling about Hugo. And I always go with my gut feeling on things. And I was like, no, he's the one, trust me. And then,
You're acting like I was like, no.
no, I know, but we auditioned a lot of people,
Yeah,
didn't
we
we?
did.
I
And then-
felt like Simon Cowell, honestly. I was like,
She loved it.
that's a train wreck there. You know, it's a car crash when these people will come down, and we just couldn't have people, 10 people in the band. You know, you've got to have some kind of image.
And then we sold Charlie, our bassist, from another band.
Oh really?
Yeah, we did.
That
Business
band
is
we have
business,
beef
isn't
with
it?
Yeah.
anyway. That we do have beef with them.
We did have beef with them, that band.
I feel like that happens a lot though, because you have like there's like a certain network of like up and coming bands in Manchester,
yeah.
and you do have people like we know one guy that plays in like 3 of our mates' different bands as the bassist. Like
Oh,
you
God.
have
Bases are hard to
Yeah.
find.
Hard to keep down. You know,
And you've got to get one that looks good as well.
yeah, the look is a certain
yeah.
part of it. I think, like
Yeah.
you said, like a lot of people auditioning, like it all has to kind of be a
It's
cohesive.
a gel, yeah, exactly. But when we
Sort
saw
of
Charlie play, I was like, oh my God, you know, it's a beautiful boy and he's got so much like charisma on stage. And
He had that thing, like we saw him on stage and we were like, we must have
yeah,
him.
you're watching
Yeah.
him, not the lead singer.
But also, our first show with both the boys was at Gorilla.
Oh yeah,
It was
with
with
Sundara
Sundara
Karma. Rip, they're no longer together, are they?
Yeah, they just announced
a
Oh,
tour.
that's sad, that isn't it?
That was our first tour.
Well, they said like it's not goodbye yet, so I'm assuming they'll do the tour and then.
Yeah.
But that's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So many bands breaking up these days.
Yeah, that
We're not, are we?
Yeah, Jules did.
No, well, we got an album coming out now.
Did you say promise me?
That's actually the next section. Is about the album.
Are you breaking up?
Leads us swiftly in. So you've got a new album coming out on Friday, Smitten.
Yeah.
That'll be out by the time this episode drops.
It'll be out.
So everyone will be listening to that.
We're in the future.
We're in the future, yeah.
Are we acting as if it's out?
We can do.
Well, we've already let it slip now.
Wow.
Everyone stream Smitten. That's what you got to say.
What can fans expect to hear from it? Like, just give us a little.
Well, I think it's a combination of all of our records so far. Has a lot of influence from the first album, you know, the kind of 80s, 90s thing that I think we do really well and suits my voice the most out of all the different kind of genres that we played with. So you can expect those huge kind of chorusy guitars and those huge catchy choruses because I love a hook. And lyrically it's like our queerest record yet.
Nice.
It's all about my past experiences with women.
Nice.
The kind of ups and downs, love and heartbreak, etc. So it's a whole world. It's a whole identity, and I think it's the best record so far.
Yeah.
Is there a standout track on the album that you're like particularly happy with?
You know what? On this record, I've got so many favourites, and it constantly changes. But I have to stick to Glasgow. What about you?
I love Last Train Home.
Yeah, it is a change to be fair.
What's your favourite from the first album?
Why are we talking about the first
I just
album?
want to know. I just want to know, and you've got an audience, so you need to answer. Be honest. Don't say none of me.
No, I do like it. TV Romance.
What's your favourite from the
That's
first
a boring
album?
answer. What's my favourite from the
Drive.
There you go.
I recently put it back in the set list and Kira actually thought I was playing a prank on her. Because I only decide the set list. I can take suggestions, but if I don't want to play it, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
The fans hate me for this.
Do you change it around a lot?
No. Once it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
It's really hard to change it around with like our playback system, basically.
Yeah.
It's really boring, but once we have programmed it, it's hard to switch it up.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to commit prior.
Yeah.
But I don't really take suggestions from anyone. But I decided to put Drive back in it, and Kira, I actually thought you were going to start crying.
I nearly did. I thought it was a birthday present, but it wasn't. It was just because she wanted to.
Yeah. See, never say never.
I know. I'm buzzing, to be honest. You best not skip it. Oh, you can't because it's linked with another song that you wouldn't skip. So.
What is that?
You're So Vain.
Oh yeah, I do like that song. I won't skip it though.
Do you, we read recently that you said like you kind of wrote this album for yourself. Like you wrote it because you wanted to write these songs, you weren't thinking about like any external pressures. Yeah. Did you find like the songwriting process different to before because you kind of felt like, do you know what, I'm just going to write it for who cares what anyone else thinks kind of thing?
Yeah, I think with this record, I've got to that point in my age, you know, where I'm not really too bothered about anything.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want, you know, as much success as Pale Waves can achieve. I want that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, whereas the other albums, I was really pushing for that and really striving for that, whereas now I'm just so over that. I'm over the pressure of putting that on myself, and it will be what it's going to be at the end of the day. So when I was writing these songs, I didn't have any of those intentions in mind. It was just, I'm going to write this music because I like writing music. Yeah. And I'm writing these songs myself, not for what other people expect from Pale Waves or want from Pale Waves. I'm just going to give them a record, and if they love it, great, and if they don't, that's fine.
Yeah. I think like that shows like a lot of, like I feel like this album will be super authentic then, to kind of the way you were feeling at the time or might be feeling now. But I feel like because of that authenticity, people will probably end up like resonating with it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like once you have that, it creates like a really good fan to like artists like connection kind of thing, which from people who like just grew up listening and got into the industry because we love music, I feel like that's a really important thing.
I know, it's interesting. It's like the less I care about those things, the better I write.
Yeah.
That's what art's all about, though. You're not doing it
Well,
for anyone
should I
else.
just not give a fuck from day one?
Yeah.
I think so. I thought I was doing the right thing by caring so much, but now I'm just like, I'm just gonna write music that I enjoy writing.
Yeah. Everything comes.
I got the
full
wires
circle.
crossed, didn't I?
No.
You know, you live, you learn.
It's hard, like, especially like after doing a first album or something like that, to reinvent
There's a lot of
yourself,
pressure. Mm.
It's hard to do. So
Yeah,
you
it
do
is.
overthink things, and that's what art's about. Coming full circle.
Yeah, that's true.
Last thing on the album, so kind of been a thing all summer, Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
New remix version of Brat is coming out. If you guys were to have a remix version of Smitten, who would you want to be on the remix album?
Oh.
You're probably better at this question than me because I listen to depressing music.
She does. I'm gonna say Chapel Roan because that's not the obvious answer, is it?
I know. Yeah, we are obsessed with Chapel. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
We do like it.
We are obsessed as
I
well.
like Troye Sivan.
Yeah, you do like Troye Sivan.
Yeah.
That's like the only pop music you listen to, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Well, no, Chapel, she's pop.
yeah.
I do listen to her.
Mm.
I just love her voice. She's got a great voice.
Yeah, she has an amazing
Incredible.
voice.
Who else?
You listen to this kind of music?
What? Dance music?
Yeah. I don't listen to dance
I mean, it
music.
doesn't necessarily have to be like
Like-
dance music. Just like
No.
who would you? So with the
Oh,
remix
anyone.
album, she's got like she's doing every single song, but they're all featuring someone or like they're a slightly different version.
Yeah.
Well, who would you do that with on Smitten?
We should do this. This is a good idea.
Can they be dead?
I mean, it's like
Yeah, go on.
So yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Can they be dead?
I'd say Dolores from the Cranberries.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
she's like the dream vocalist, you know.
Yeah.
Incredible. Love
You
her
and
voice.
Robert Smith singing together.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I want to do a collab with him so bad because he doesn't do it with many people. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not
Yeah,
laughing
no, I
at
haven't
you.
seen that many. He did like a remix version of
Crystal
Noel,
Castles.
single with Noel Gallagher.
Did he?
Yeah, of like I think it was Pretty Boy from his like Council Skies album.
I'm not.
Robert Smith did a remix of that, but other than that, I haven't really seen him do much. But he would be good on it.
He worked with
Yeah.
churches,
Oh, that's cool.
and I asked Lauren, "How did you do that?" And she said, "I emailed him," and I was like, "What?"
Well, have
the
you
fuck?
tried emailing?
No, I don't know his email. But that's what she did. She was like, I emailed him, and he said, yeah, and I was like,
It's got to be somewhere on the
Okay.
internet. I swear my email's out there. You know, you can find out anything these days from the internet.
look, yeah, we're gonna try this, aren't we?
I think
Yeah.
from this conversation, you should go and email Robert Smith.
Yeah, we will.
I think that's a good idea.
You'll see it in the future. When I
Oh my god, I'd die.
That would be amazing.
So obviously we're here today because you guys are headlining Neighbourhood Festival.
Yeah.
How has that been like from, obviously you met at uni in Manchester, you started playing gigs around Manchester and now you're headlining a festival in Manchester. Like how has that growth felt to you like from the beginning stages till now?
It's pretty surreal.
It is.
But it's incredible to be doing it here in Manchester than anywhere else, really.
Yeah.
And you know, we played so many venues in Manchester, like Ritz, you know, right across from here,
Castle Hotel.
night and
Oh,
day.
Yeah, we love Castle Hotel.
Our first
Town
show
Control.
together, just me and you, was Retro Bar,
Really? Retro bar.
Yeah.
Oh, we played Dry Bar as well.
the dry bar. But the Retro Bar was the first one. It was horrible. Do you not remember it?
I think maybe I've just blanked it out.
Yeah, you probably have. That was like our first live thing we ever did.
Yeah. We played so many.
We
Yeah.
played
so,
every place.
yes,
it's well cool.
yeah, very honoured to be
Yeah,
headlining it.
very grateful. It's a bit mad, really.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I've never actually been to a day festival in Manchester.
No.
Actually, I've worked one, but I've never actually attended one. So hopefully.
We won't be on in the day. We'll be the nighttime period where everyone's a bit rowdy. I won't be there.
Which venue are you guys playing at?
Academy.
Nice. Is that where you guys were there, right?
Yeah, we just did a walk.
Yeah, it was quite a long walk in these boots.
I know.
These boots aren't made to walk in, I'll tell you that.
That's like every time we go out, because we like have lived in like kind of Oxford Road is like the main road that we're always kind of on. I always have to like look at the weather and decide on how long I'm going to be walking for before I choose my footwear.
I know.
Because we have like loads of different pairs of boots,
Yeah,
and sometimes they just
worn.
don't cut it. No, they don't get worn, really.
I know, when I'm doing something like that, I'll wear like trainers or something.
Yeah.
And then do the quick change. But I couldn't because we're being filmed and no one wants to see me in trainers.
It's funny. She brings a little tote bag, and like when she's done with the day, she'll get a little trainers on like a grandma. She's like, right, I'm going to
and I'll like switch out my skirt as well. I put on like trackies and I'm like, right, mum's off home.
Yeah, literally.
Because they all stay out, you know, drinking and partying, and I go back home and sleep.
Whatever.
And make some salmon, basically.
Whatever.
What's one thing that you like always have on your rider when you're playing a gig or a festival?
Jameson.
Kira's obsessed with Jameson right now, aren't you? As you can tell.
Jameson,
You finished that already?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
It was basically soda water. I got robbed.
Did
I
you?
didn't get it broken.
Get me on that. Yeah, you like Jameson. Hugo likes vodka.
Yours would be what are those bars? Those Cliff bars.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
love
my
a good
God.
protein bar.
You go in the morning, you see the rider.
I just
and
changed
like,
the
I'm
rider.
starving. Oh, there's chewing gum. What the
Avocados.
avocados and what?
Hummus.
There's hummus and Cliff bars, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to eat for
Yeah, but I
this?
always say to these three, I always say, right,
Or
let me know,
veggie crisps.
let me know your request because I am changing the rider, and so you need to tell me what you want. None of them get back to me.
That's
and
not
then-
true.
Well,
I
you
did.
said you're not bothered this time.
No, I
around. You only said Jameson.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, and then they come in and they're like, oh, it's all so healthy. Like, why is it so healthy? I'm like,
There's
you
nothing
know,
to eat.
we're going into our 30s now. I've got to keep us a nick.
To be fair, I back the avocados on the rider because I eat one like
Just what?
nearly every day.
Honestly.
That's the only thing
It's
I
so
have for
good for you.
breakfast
But
is
with
avocado.
what? We
Put it on
don't.
toast.
Yeah.
We
On
have
toast.
we don't have
Toast.
toasted.
Oh yeah, what
I
you
have
like?
sourdough.
Is it
Sourdough
just?
bread.
Oh, of course, sourdough.
Sourdough bread is gluten-free mainly.
No, I know it's good for you. I know.
Yeah.
That's
Really good.
Just crack it open, sit there with a spoon,
Just eating the avocado out.
eat the avocado.
It's all fun and
It's
games
so
in our
good for you.
dressing room, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I want soup on the rider, by the way.
I think it's a little too late now.
It's not.
Where are you going to cook soup?
On a microwave.
Right. Oh. You have to speak to the town manager.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically everyone has their own alcohol thing. Besides me, I have avocados and sourdough bread and lemon and ginger tea bags. I'm really boring.
Let's talk about you wild days, though. Like, what did you used to drink? Come on.
Anything.
Anything and everything.
Anything
Oh my
and
God,
everything.
they're on Desperados. Fucking hell.
Oh no, I was a different beast. That is in the past. I've let go of that Heather. She needed to die.
Retired party girl.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd walk out on stage sometimes and I'd be like, I don't even know how to pronounce words. Like, I am that drunk.
Yeah.
What?
I'm still doing that.
What even is this song? I don't know how I did it, honestly. Well, party days are over, at least for me. I've had too many hangovers. I have a very little sensitive body. So, like, everyone can drink loads and then I'm just, like, throwing up.
Yeah, you do throw up.
To be fair, we were saying that the other day, like we're only 20, nearly 21.
You're
Wow.
20
Yeah, and we are like, why are we starting to get the most awful hangovers?
already.
I
Yeah.
can't move the next day after I'm drinking. It's
Oh.
actually awful.
Well, that did happen to me, and now I'm in a period again. I am 30, by the way. I know I look 19. But I don't get hangovers anymore.
What's your
So
drink?
it's like reversed.
Jameson.
Kira's just a tank,
Just
though.
drink Jameson.
Yeah, no,
And then
Prosecco
you'll be
was the bad thing. Bad news.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, this is like a good alcohol for you. You know how like some
Oh,
people are
God.
unhinged
Shut up.
on alcohol?
Yeah.
Jameson's good for you.
It is. It's good for me.
Yeah, whereas Prosecco not as good.
No, not
No.
good. Not
I don't
good.
think Prosecco's
You
good for
definitely-
anyone.
It's not. Honestly.
No. You're more fun on Jameson. At like 2 a.m. I get a performance of Pink Pony Club by Chapel.
Oh.
Kira puts on my boots.
Yeah.
I can't fit in them.
You can.
No.
What size are you? Size 5?
No, remember what you said. Like, you're like,
No.
They didn't,
No.
honestly.
They
No,
didn't.
they didn't.
I didn't want you to stretch them.
She did say that, and I was like,
I did say I don't think
To be
you like
fair,
but it was true.
That you, Ellen, what size are your feet?
Like 2.5.
Mine are 6.
You
And
were what?
2.5.
What do you mean 2.5?
her feet are
These are
size
too big for
2.5.
me. I've got tiny,
You have
tiny.
size 2.5.
How'd you
Yeah,
stay
like-
upright?
Do you know what?
She
It's a daily
I
struggle.
go like that and she just topples over.
2.5. I don't think I've ever met a human
How
being.
tall are you?
Like
You're not
5'4". 5.
Do you 5'4"?
Oh
You're
my
taller
God.
than me.
So
Like,
you're
I'm 5'.
I'm like 5 foot.
So did your feet just stop growing?
Yeah, they literally haven't. They last grew when I was about 11.
Did you do
Oh
ballet?
my god.
Yeah,
There you go.
but like not. I stopped it. Like I didn't do it my whole childhood.
But you
so
did ballet, and see?
I don't know. I
Wow.
just a bit.
Wow.
Just
So
a bit
can
free.
you buy like children's shoes?
Yeah. Although sometimes when I try and buy shoes, they're like, if I want the children's section option, it's like got Velcro.
And light, they light up. When
Yeah. Or like sometimes adult shoes don't start because they start at size 4 sometimes, and that's just a bit tragic.
What are
Wait.
those ones with like the Heelys?
Oh,
Ellen still wears Heelys.
I'd love a pair of Heelys.
Wait, so you're 20. You were born in what?
2003.
Oh my god. The children basically.
Well, I was working at the Apollo the other day, and we had to they were talking about IDing people, and they were like, yeah, so the date you're looking for is 2006, and I went, pardon, 2006? Like to me, that's like
That
a
seems
baby.
crazy.
So like
because
2003.
High School Musical came out in like 2006. They weren't alive for that. That's crazy.
I'm gonna end my life after this podcast.
You've
No.
done so much though. You need to embrace it.
No.
I wouldn't go back to my 20s though.
Why?
It's just too messy.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to relive it. I lived
You
it.
don't have like an achy back or anything like
Well, no, because
that.
I've got metal in my back. It's probably
Yeah, you're fine. You're sorted.
I'm going strong. You need to do yoga. I've told you this. Yoga, be good for you.
You're so LA now.
No, I've
Yeah.
always loved yoga. I've not been in LA for like a year. But I do like smoothies. I do like hikes. I do like yoga.
You need like bottled water that's in glass, which I
It is superior though. I don't like drinking from
I don't
plastic.
think I've ever seen glass bottled water.
You joking?
You can get
Well,
it.
yeah, no, if you've never been to a fancy restaurant.
No, you can get
Oh.
Highland.
Yeah,
what am I
Highland
talking
Spring.
about? San Pellegrino.
I did put one bottle of glass water on.
Fuck
the
off! I'm gonna steal it every month. Honestly.
You've got your Jameson.
So I can't have water.
Not my water.
Honestly, we were in New York and me and
What are you
Hugo
about to say?
we got in the dressing room and she has her posh water, Fiji water, whatever. And like I had one and then I was scared. I was like, fuck. She's gonna come in and be like, who the fuck's had my water? Because we get like the peasant water apparently.
Well, no, because they get so much alcohol, so I get, that equivalent in my healthy foods and my nice water. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair play.
But I will share a tiny bit.
One
Not all of
singular
it.
drop
Yeah.
of bottled
shot of
glass
I'll
water.
have to come in and crack the whip if people start stealing my water.
You're not like that.
It's
are
mainly
you?
for Kelsey anyway.
Well, whatever.
Have you got like a piece of advice for us then? Because we're obviously
Babies.
babies.
Babies with baby feet.
Yeah, babies with baby feet. What piece of advice have you got for like us?
Men are a problem.
That actually
Already
leads us on
established
to
that.
our next.
Yeah.
I
Section.
would say the music industry is complex and there's so many opinions and so many people who are going to question you.
Yeah.
And
Listen to your own intuition.
your own instincts and your own gut and go with that rather than
Yeah.
listening to anyone else.
Be
Yeah.
confident in your choices.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially in England, people are pretty negative.
Yeah.
I think you have an idea, you go with it, and it'll always lead you to success.
It's quite good because we always have each other to
Yeah.
because we met in first year.
We were in the
Yeah.
flat together.
And
Oh,
we have
nice.
our rooms were next to each other, and then
Aw.
we have the same course, and we do this together. So we do
That's
everything
cute.
together. So it's
Good.
quite nice, because we have such a close bond. Bringing that into an environment like the music industry, I think we're
Yeah.
really fortunate to have each other.
We kind of
Yeah.
bounce off each other and
Yeah.
we've always I know we help each other out. Like if you get a connection, you're like, oh, I know this person, this is really good for you to know. We're like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, we do a lot.
You need a good support system.
Yeah. Always have each other's backs. Then.
Yeah.
No backstabbing.
No. Not gonna happen.
Oh, that's me.
Do you feel like, because obviously like there is just a ton of issues for like people in the music industry, do you feel like, how in your experience do you feel like it's improved since you like entered the industry or not? Because like we read like a lot of reports and stuff, and like we do a lot of like our assignments on kind of like how we feel as like women are like treated in the industry and stuff.
Yeah.
But like just as like, how do you think it's changed or what?
It's definitely got better. Like this, from when we started, there was no like female band. Like there was no mixed gender bands at all. Or like when we came out, we were obviously two girls who were writing all the music together, and people find that kind of hard to like understand or digest or even like talk about. No, they couldn't comprehend it. Whereas now, I think if we did that now, I think people would have respected it more and talked about it more and like not thought like, oh, who's the man behind this writing all the music for them? Do you know what I mean? It felt like that a little bit of the time. But
yeah, it's definitely improved, but I still think there's
still
a
work
long
to
way
do.
to go.
Yeah.
100%. I think so.
The more women that come into the industry, the better it'll be.
Yeah. I think that, and I feel like, because we've done other interviews as well for this, and we interviewed 2 women, and both of them, I think like the benefits of those conversations was just like talking about it. I think is really important. And like we live in a house full of girls and we're all in the industry. All the rest of them are all like singers and songwriters and stuff, and like we always talk about it together, and it's quite nice to have like a network of people that all understand each other.
It definitely is a thing now, and you got to put your foot down. A lot of times I've got into it a few times with like male producers or you got to just stand your ground.
You have to, because men always think, well, not all men, but a lot of men think that their ideas are the best and should be worth listening to, and it's not normally the case.
No, it's not. I've got into a few fights with them.
Yeah.
Not physical fights, but...
If it's your music as well, at the end of the day, like you're going to want that in a specific way.
I know. Sometimes you just don't want to listen. It's like, well, who's the artist here? You know?
It's not about gender or like...
No, exactly.
No, so you definitely got to put them in place.
100%. Like even as a producer, like even today, being trusted more than a male producer is still not. It's not there at all. Like down, like in like the way people act, like they say these things, like I want to work with whoever, but it's when it comes down to it, I don't know. I feel like in the sessions I've been in,
still a bit mistrust.
Like not listened to as much. So I think people need to go inwards on that.
Yeah. I reckon so. Our last section is going to be like a quick fire questions round.
Okay. I love that.
Okay. There's only like 10 questions.
Not many, but just like little fun.
So
What's the first album you bought?
Avril Lavigne, Let Go.
Oh, Slay, everything.
I think, it wasn't Lil Wayne, was it? Oh no.
Lil Wayne! What?
Well, no, the first record I bought was Disintegration.
Oh, that's way better than Lil Wayne.
Favourite guilty pleasure song?
I don't get guilt in pleasure of music.
No, I don't know. All mine are depressing. The music I listen to.
You can have some guilty pleasures.
Yeah, well, I don't see them as guilty pleasures.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I love like Travis, who are like a total band.
That's not a guilty pleasure. We're talking like Jonas Brothers. I do like a lot.
Yeah.
Of music. I do go and see them.
Yeah, no, they got some tunes.
They do.
A lot of their old stuff is actually quite like pop.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. You like Jonas Brothers?
I do like Jonas Brothers.
Like streaming or physical music?
Physical,
yeah?
Buy the album.
Yes.
Buy the album.
Yeah.
Both.
Best post-show meal?
Well, Nando's is normally shut, but that would be my first choice.
Kira's obsessed with Nando's.
We're all obsessed with Nando's, Heather.
Me the least.
Clever.
And then Hugo, he's not. It's you and Charlie.
Yeah, we love it.
You turn into
Yeah, because you don't eat chicken.
No, I don't. But I do like the
Sounds
wrap,
so mean.
the veggie wrap.
I don't eat after a show normally because something else is normally going on.
Jameson.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like
Post-show
pizza.
minutes, Jane.
I like to be proper, proper naughty and get pizza in.
Pizza's just.
Is there anywhere like round here that you would go, or like your favourite?
Go falafel. It's like the best thing
yeah.
in Manchester. I'm actually going to get it today. I get the one from Piccadilly.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
That's what we used to do. We didn't go to uni. We went to eat. Like I'd have a burger, she'd have falafel. Like we'd come here, griller, trough.
Yeah, trough.
What's the other guy? Home Sweet Home.
So
don't know if they're a fucking thing.
I think
anymore.
Trough still.
Is
They
it?
do like acoustic nights, I think. Like some of our friends have played that.
Cracking burger, though.
What's a song that you wish you wrote?
Oh, Iris by Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh yeah, what a tune. That's so good. Heaven or Las Vegas by Copy Twins.
It's a classic.
Which band member is always late? Or is there a band member that's always late?
Kira, full stop.
No.
But today you beat me, but that's because I was driving. I couldn't find parking. But
It's not an excuse.
it's definitely Kira. Always.
It's not true. She's lying. Defamation.
In our situation, Ellen's late to everything. You have to tell her an hour before.
Oh, yeah.
So that
Be ready for
that
7.
yeah.
That's what my
Right.
friend. Yeah, my friends used to do that.
It's actually a chronic problem. I don't know I just have no concept of like I will know that I need to start getting ready to be ready for. I can't. I'm physically incapable of being on time.
Yeah,
People just are.
I just don't think I've ever been on time like in my life ever.
Wow.
But yeah, have you got any like best places for a night out in Manchester, or like maybe when you were a student, what were your like go-to places?
Went to Gay Village a lot.
Oh yeah, that was
There's
where
that
we
lesbian bar, but I think it's shut
went.
down now.
AXM. That was open till like 6
They
a.m.
do because I work with like a lot of LGBTQ people that do drag, and they do like a lesbian drag night at New Union called and it's really good, and I think all of I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure all of the drag queens are like lesbian female drag queens,
Really?
and it's such a good night, and like we all go.
I love that.
But yeah,
That sounds better than our
Village.
nights out, to be fair.
Yeah,
So, I pick what you just said.
Do you know what it is about Manchester? You can't go anywhere without seeing a pile of sick.
yeah,
Yes,
It's
so
the
true.
north, isn't it?
especially
Because-
down this road here.
Yeah, honestly. No, it's a Manchester thing.
Yeah,
honestly.
it is.
We probably contributed to it.
Yeah. In your party girl days, maybe,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
No.
No.
We
Not party
a bit
girl
more
days.
together. Yeah. You got a bit more
I don't
together.
vom anymore. I keep it inside.
No, yeah. It's true.
And last one, Manchester or London?
Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obvious answer.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
The north winds and that
Yeah,
one.
it does.
I vote Manchester as well.
I would probably
Yeah.
go Manchester as well.
Good.
But yeah.
We agree.
But yeah, that is
That is everything. All
I
done.
have to ask
Cool.
you.
Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
on.
Of course. Thanks for having
Been a
us.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Anytime.